Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Neffy, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the things that I received from a bunch of companies for free for my second pregnancy. By now, if you're watching this video, you probably already know that I am actually on baby number 2. By the time this video airs, I've already actually delivered my baby just 1 week ago, so I am in 1 week postpartum, but I did have a lot of content that I want to share on this channel regarding being pregnant the second time around, having 2 kids aged 2 and under. I did receive a good bit of things for free from these companies, so if you're interested in seeing what that is, stay tuned. So the first place we're going to be talking about today is actually going to be Amazon's baby registry bag. And so Amazon, if you are a Prime member, you can receive a bag for free from them using your Prime membership, and that way you don't have to pay the $35 fee for the box/bag. I am a Prime member, so I did receive this box within 2 days from Amazon, and I did not pay anything, meaning $0.00. So let's go ahead and see what Amazon has to offer us and our babies for 2023. All right, so the first thing I'm seeing is actually going to be this anti-colic bottle from Dr. Brown's. I actually used these bottles religiously with my first son, and so I do have plans to use these bottles this time around, but at the moment breastfeeding is actually going really well, and so we haven't been bottle feeding, and so I'm not currently using these right now, but I'm actually going to wash them up and store them away for whenever my my new baby decides that they are actually going to start drinking from bottles. So excited to see that because I love those. The next thing I'm seeing in here is actually going to be a daily diaper rash spray. This is from a company called Hypo 3, I believe. And so it looks like this. And so they give you a sample here, and honestly, if you end up liking this sample, or if I end up liking this sample, this is actually a pretty good size and looks like it will last you a good bit of time. So that's the second thing we have in there. The next thing I'm seeing is actually going to be Dr. Talbot's anti-colic bottle. I'm not really a fan of using too many different bottles, but I do know that every baby is different. So what one baby might like, another baby may not like. So it's nice to have options, especially for free 99. So with that being said, Dr. Talbot's is actually the company that I use for my diaper wand for my baby. And so I know the brand, but I didn't know that they sell bottles. So this will be interesting. Maybe we'll decide to try that out. The next thing I'm seeing in here is actually going to be a swaddle. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. So here's one gray swaddle from a company called Swaddle Me. It actually looks pretty soft, and I'm finding that my newborn, who is 1 week old, really loves to be swaddled for sleep. So I'm excited to go ahead and try that out. The next thing I'm actually seeing in here is actually going to be 18 free meals from HelloFresh. I've still never tried them out to this point, but maybe I will at some point in life. So it's nice to have those coupons to be able to get some, discount on some food delivery. And then the next thing is actually going to be 50% off from Shutterfly. CeraVe is actually really good for baby skin that I know of. We have the QR code for the baby registry in here. We also have another QR code for purchasing some of those things off Amazon. And then we have something for the baby Breza or Breza, I'm not really sure how you pronounce that, but that's going to be that machine that sterilizes your baby's bottles and things. The next thing I'm seeing here is a sample pack from breastfeeding stuff from Lancino. So they give you 2 breast milk storage bags and 2 nursing pads. I'm actually not using nursing pads this time around. I do leak, but I breastfeed so often that I don't leak as much. So not using those. And as far as the breast milk bags, that can come in handy at some point because I am pumping and storing some form of a stash, but I'm using the Medela bags at the moment. The next thing I'm seeing is actually going to be a brochure for Palmer's. And I really loved their lotion for stretch marks during pregnancy. And another thing for Chico, some milk stuff, some products from the Chico brand. We also have a sample from Palmer's, which I was just talking about. So they have the stretch mark lotion and actually oil. So this is actually good for during your pregnancy, but it's also good for postpartum as well, for those of you who deal with, stretched skin. So the last things I'm seeing in the bag is actually going to be a sample of Aquaphor. This is actually going to be their baby ointment that I think is multi-use. Then we have some products from CeraVe, which I actually kept these in a diaper bag for my son the first time around when I received a lot of these samples, and I ended up using them up. So that was really great. So that is all that we received from Amazon. Personally, if you watched my video from my first pregnancy with my son, you would know that I received an Amazon bag for that pregnancy as well. And I was a little bit underwhelmed with what they were giving there, because I guess you think to yourself, like, it's Amazon, y'all have everything, so you can give out some really great stuff in a free bag. So I feel like Amazon could definitely do better, and I still feel the same way this time around. But free is free, and so I'm super grateful, and definitely going to use up a good bit of these products. So I will leave in the description box this time, or somewhere on the screen, what all you need to do in order to get these products. That way it'll be easier for you. But I'm not actually going to talk about it in this video, because I do have an older video, so I'll leave that at the top right left hand corner, wherever it ends up being on the screen. I always forget of what you actually have to do to get each of these products. And so I will go ahead and just go back through. So we got some samples from Palmer's. We have some samples from CeraVe. We have a Dr. Talbot's bottle. We have a bunch of brochure stuff for coupons and information about those companies and what they have to offer. We got a gray swaddle in here. We have one Dr. Brown's bottle. I think that's the 4-ounce one. We have a sample of some diaper spray, which is actually a pretty good size. We have some Lancino stuff. And then we have Aquaphor. So that's all for the Amazon bag. All right, so we're moving on along to the Target bag. So the first thing that's going to be in the Target bag is actually going to be their brochure, pretty much telling you all the brands that they're sponsored by for these bags. And then also, to get your offers, you can actually go inside the Target app and be able to receive those things as well, or purchase them. So the first thing I see in here is actually going to be Huggies Special Delivery. This is actually size 1, and you actually get 3 samples of your diapers in here that I actually love. My newborn is actually wearing Huggies Special Delivery at the moment in a newborn size. So whenever they get to a size 1, here's some diapers. I actually love the Huggies brand. So the next thing we have is actually going to be a sample from Pedialyte. And if you didn't know, Pedialyte is owned by the company Abbott, which is also your Similac brand and stuff like that. So here's actually what you would use for, let's see. It says it quickly replaces fluids and electrolytes when you need it the most. And so it looks like it's for the moms. So it's a drink for moms, and that sounds really good, because hydration is such a big deal in pregnancy, but also postpartum. So we have here a Dapple sample. So that's the baby soap, and also a coupon on the back. I love Dapple, especially the ones that are scented. They smell so good, but also they just clean products really well. It has no harsh chemicals. It's dermatologist tested and hypoallergenic. So that sample will definitely be used up really soon. The next thing we have is some sample of Honest wipes. If you guys watched my previous video with the things that I received for free from my son, I put all these things in a diaper bag and honestly ended up using them up over the months after my son was born, and that was just like the best thing I could have ever done. So love free stuff. Wipes go a long way with newborns and toddlers and all that good stuff. So here's a sample of some Huggies wipes. You get 16 in there. I think those are all fragrance free. You also have another pack of water wipes. So that's a good bet to fill up your diaper bag with if you want to. Then we have a sample of some Millie Moon diapers. I actually tried these out with my son when I received these for free the first time around, and they are actually really, really soft and cozy. So if you're out on the market for a new brand of diapers, these are actually a really great option. Not really sure on the pricing, but they are really good diapers. They're super soft and they fill up a lot. So next we have a sample of some Dreft little palettes, and these are actually great because they actually smell really good, but sometimes they can be overwhelmingly overwhelmingly good. So sometimes I personally like to wash my kids' clothes unscented, and then I'll just add some dryer sheets that are safe for their skin or whatever. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this, but it's just nice to have should I need it, you know, one day. The next thing we have is actually going to be one of my favorite bottles. This is the Philips Advent. This is the little short, cute one. And so they give you a sample of that. And then let's see, Dr. Brown's again. Like I said, I used these religiously with my first son and worked out super well. The next thing we have is a sample of some boogie wipes. We have a sample of Lancino breastfeeding things. We have some Aquaphor ointment. I actually like this bag so far. A sample of gripe water. I personally do not think that this is a safe brand for kids, so I won't be using that, but I'm just showing you the sample just in case. Whatever this is that spilled, actually smells really good. But we have some triple paste by this company called, I have no idea. Is the name of the company triple paste? Interesting, probably so. So here's like just a little, let me open it so you guys can see. A little tube of some diaper rash cream, so that's pretty cool. It says stops your diaper rash before it starts, treats irritated skin, and immediately soothes, has a soothing relief for sensitive skin, so that's pretty cool. And then last but not least in here, this is probably what was spilling. Yeah, this is actually what was coming out. The stretch mark lotion, which I do love. So I will be using this. Like I said, it's good for me during my pregnancy, but also after my pregnancy as well, once my stomach is actually pretty much going down. And then we have the Aveeno Baby Wash and Shampoo, which I love. My kids have been on Aveeno since they've come home from the hospital. So this is a great sample to just throw in the diaper bag. So once again, this is the Target bag, what all I received for free. And then we have the stretch mark lotion, which is bursting out. We have the Aveeno Baby Wash and Shampoo. We have a Dr. Brown's bottle, 4 ounce. We have some Lancino breastfeeding supplies. We have a sample of Aquaphor ointment. We have a sample of boogie wipes. We have a sample of Dreft, those little things you throw in the machine so your clothes can smell good. We have a small sample of some gripe water from the Mommy's Bliss company. We have one of those cute little Advent baby bottles. We have a sample pack of Millie Moon diapers. This is size 1. We have a sample pack of Huggies special delivery diapers, size 1. We have 3 packs of wipes, Honest, Huggies, water. We have a sample of electrolyte powder for the moms. We have a sample of Dapple bottle soap, and then we have a diaper paste cream, and then of course the brochure about purchasing those things from the app. So that was the Target bag. I honestly think they did a really good job. The Target bag in 2021 with my first son was actually really good as well, so I'm definitely impressed with that. Moving on along, I was able to get a sample of some diapers from a company called Rascal and Friends. They're becoming a lot more popular, and a lot of people are kind of knowing about their brand and buying their diapers. I personally do not buy their diapers. I buy Huggies diapers, but if I had to, I actually do enjoy them. Their diapers are really soft and they do hold a lot of fluid. And so it says 12 hours of protection, and I honestly believe it because when I used the samples with my son, I felt like it was forever before his diaper had filled up. So yeah, this would be size 1 or newborn, and they give you 2 diapers in the pack. So that's just one company. The next thing I'm actually going to talk about is going to be Similac. So I did not plan to do formula this time around, and I also did not purposely order these samples from Similac. This was just sent to me in the mail, so I think sometimes whenever you're having a kid, your local stores will just start sending you random things, you know, to your address, and this is something that just kind of popped up. I did not request this, and so I'm actually going to donate this to a mom in need, whoever's children or you know, someone who's in need of, you know, this kind of formula, because I personally do not like Similac for kids. But outside of not liking Similac for kids, as I mentioned previously, breastfeeding is going like super well, and so at this rate we have no plans to use formula. I am pumping alternatively to breastfeeding, so everything's just going good. We've got our milk stash, and we've also been breastfeeding about 8 to 10 times a day, so we're not going to need this, but I just wanted to show you guys what comes in here just in case you're interested in using Similac. And yeah, so they actually give you something for photos, one free 8x10 from Shutterfly. They also give you a bunch of little gift cards to companies. So it's not that you just shop with the gift card and don't spend any money. It's really just kind of a discount on all these stores. So I've seen this before and I've never actually used it, but I know this can be useful to some moms who really like to shop around to the different local brands and things like that or whatever. So definitely check that out if you decide to use this. We've got something from HelloFresh in here. They always give you a bunch of coupons at the top. So another thing for Shutterfly Registry is one of those good companies to print photos about your, another thing for Love Every, that would be that company that sends out all those educational kits for kids that I probably will get my son on pretty soon, a brochure about what's in the box. But other than that, this is what comes in the box. So I don't see any powder, which is interesting because I know that Similac is a company that sells powder in liquid, but this one is actually ready-made formula. So that's actually going to be convenient for some of the moms, especially on the go, or if your child just drinks ready-made formula. So they're actually giving you two. This one is called the Similac 360 Total Care. So they're giving you 2 bottles of those, and then this is actually going to be the sensitive version of it. And so this is what you get in the box for free. I actually think that that's pretty cool, and so I can't wait to be able to donate to a mom in need in my area. So that's that for the Similac brand. So the next thing I'm actually going to talk about is actually going to be the breast pump that I received in the mail. This is actually per insurance. So depending on what kind of insurance you have, you may or may not be able to get a breast pump for free when you are pregnant. My insurance covered this 100%, so I did not have to pay anything at all, and I just received it in the mail maybe about 3 or 4 weeks before my newborn had arrived. So this is the Medela pump in style. So I'll just kind of briefly go through some of the things that are in here. I've not used this yet. I've been pumping with the pump that I've had in my first pregnancy, which is actually the Motif Luna double electric pump. But this is actually going to be the Medela pump in style, and this is one of the pumps that a lot of moms actually get. I've heard good things and bad things about it, so I'm actually going to try it out and see if it works. If it does, great. I'll have 2 pumps to use. But if it doesn't, then that's great too, because the Motif Luna is actually working perfectly fine for me at this moment. So in here, it pretty much just comes with the pump parts. So you've got 2 flanges in here. These are actually 24s. Which I know is supposedly the standard size that most of the breast pump companies send out, but I'm realizing that that's not really standard for most women. So hopefully they start doing something about that. And they've got 2 storage bottles in here. These are 5 ounces, which are actually pretty great because I'm personally running out of storage bottles in my house, and I have to like clean all my storage bottles after freezing my milk today. So that 2 more bottles is actually going to help me out. And then they've got the charger. They got the little tubes here. This is actually the main part of the pump, which is actually pretty cute. It's really small, so I'm guessing if you have to move around with it, shouldn't be that much of a nuisance, and it's got like a little loop right there that you can carry it with. And then what's in here? This is the rest of the cord. Yeah, this would be the cord for this. So this actually seems pretty simple. There's not really much in this box, so seems pretty user-friendly to me. And so like I said, I have not tried it out yet, but I do plan to try it out pretty soon because I got it for free. So let's move on from here. And so like I said, you know, you may be able to get it for free from your company. From your insurance company, depending on what kind of insurance you have. So some people order it and then their insurance will pay like 75%, and they gotta pay the remaining. It really just depends on what you have, and I don't know what you have. So just letting you know that you can get a free breast pump depending on your insurance. And I ordered mine through aeroflow.com, and I'll leave that link in the description box below and also somewhere on the screen to remind you of where you can go to be able to get your breast pump at a reduced rate or for free. So another company that I received a free sample from is actually going to be the company CeraVe. And this is actually going to be just a moisturizing cream. So nothing big there, but free is free. And so I was able to get that. The next thing that I'm actually going to talk about would be so there's no government information on here. All right, so this is actually going to be the Enfamil box. I did end up using formula, like I said, with my son. I ended up having a surgery and losing most of my milk supply, and so at that point he needed to eat. We had no choice at a certain point than to, you know, go to formula to be able to get him fed. And I had a really great experience using Enfamil, and my favorite brand to use was actually Enfamil Gentle Ease, and that was actually the purple can. So here is the box of what you receive in the mail. I actually ordered this one because I knew that I had such a great experience with it the first time around. I wasn't sure how breastfeeding was gonna go because you just never know what you're gonna get until you get it. But thankfully I'm not having to rely on formula right now, but of course that doesn't mean that I won't have to in the future. So it's good to have options or something of a backup, you know, if formula is for you. I know there's a big controversy about, you know, some moms not liking formula, and that's fine. Whatever you do with your child is you know, your thing. And that's that. But they give you some coupons from some of the companies there. And also they actually don't do the checks anymore for discounts on milk. They actually give you a discount card, which I think is a lot more convenient in this day and age. I did have to use formula with my son, and I had a really great experience using Enfamil, so I actually requested this box as a backup, as a just in case. Right now I'm not needing it, but should I need it in the future, I do feel good about having a stash of something that I'm familiar with using. So this is the Enfamil Gentle Ease, and this is actually going to be the milk that my son actually used. He always had a good weight. He was always really healthy. He's 2 years old now, and so definitely had a really good experience with him. They actually have the Enfamil Inspire Optimum, and this is actually going to be the closest formula to breast milk, I guess, that science could create. And so that's another option, you know, for breastfed babies, if you're using that formula as a backup or supplementing with formula, whatever, to use something that's so close to what your baby would be taking from the breast. They also have these ready to go bottles that you can literally just pop a nipple on and feed your child on the go. So I think that that's actually really cool as well. They have those nipples that you literally just put on there and use that, and then throw it in the trash when you're done. So those are disposable. And then of course you have the Enfamil Neuro Pro, and that is the yellow can that a lot of moms use as well. So I'm really happy to have this as an option should we need to get to that point. But right now I am breastfeeding about 8 to 10 times a day, and then I'm also pumping milk to build a small freezer stash. And so things are going great. So hopefully we don't have to get to the point where we have to use that, but if I do, I'll be fine with that because I'm happy with the company. So the last but not least box that we're going to be talking about is actually going to be the Babylist box. So for my registry for both of my pregnancies, I did use Babylist because I love the option that they have for you to check out at the different stores. So you put whatever you want on your registry, and all your friends and family can actually decide based on pricing and stores how they want to check out. So if you have one item on there, say a pack of diapers, they can say, I'm going to purchase it from Walmart instead of Target. I'm going to purchase it from Amazon instead of you know, whatever other store. And I think that it makes it so much convenient. So we love Babylist, so I used them this time around. This box is not entirely free because you do have to pay for shipping, and shipping is a little bit more this time than it was when in my first pregnancy, but I still think that it's worth it, although I do feel like the box was better last time. Let's just go ahead and see what we have in there. So the first thing is actually going to be this liquid IV. Hydration is so important in your pregnancy, but also it's important postpartum, especially if you're breastfeeding. So I'm actually going to try this out for sure. We also have a sample of some Honest wipes, which I love for the diaper bag. Can't go wrong with that. We have a sample of some water wipes for the diaper bag as well. We have a sample of a Bibs pacifier. Currently, my newborn is actually using the pacifier from Nano Baby, and they really love it. So we're not having to swap out different pacifiers to see what they like. But should we get to that point, of course, it's nice to have options. The next thing I'm seeing is actually going to be a MAM bottle. My son actually hated MAM bottles when he was a newborn, so I'm not really sure what this baby is gonna like, because my newborn right now is actually not taking a bottle at all at this point. So we'll see should we get to the point where they are taking bottles. The next thing that I see is actually going to be 2 diaper samples from Parasol. I've never heard of this company, but I guess, you know, to try out something new, here's your option. The next thing we have is some more breastfeeding samples from Lancino. We have a company called Vivi and Bloom, and this is going to be a 2-in-1 wash and shampoo. Then we also have some more things from Palmer's, which, like I said, I love their lotion, but they also have an oil attached to this, which is amazing for your skin in postpartum and also while you're pregnant. So we have a beanie here, which is great. Having November babies, we're heading into the winter in the South where I live, so it's also nice to have some cute hats to put on them. We have a sample of a bib from a company called Parker Baby Co. It's just a simple gray bib, but can't really go wrong there. Oh, and the next thing we have is actually going to be a cute little onesie, and it's actually a new color, which I love. So that's really cute. That's from a company called Colored Organic. So I actually have to check them out because this baby on the back looks adorable. So I'm sure they sell other pieces of items of clothing as well. And last but not least, we have another sample from Noodle and Boo. This is the newborn wash. Then we have a sample of Aveeno Baby Lotion and a sample of Aquaphor diaper cream. So, oh, another Noodle and Boo, and a Desitin. I swear by Desitin. For my first kid, my son never had a diaper rash in the first year of his life, the whole first year, and I credit that to using Desitin. We normally buy the blue brand, but the purple brand I think is extra strength, and it works, maximum strength, and it works just as well. So if you're on the market for a diaper rash cream that actually works, I highly recommend Desitin. And then you got your brochure cards in here like every other box, and then that would be it. So the box is empty. I personally feel like the box was so much better. If you have not watched that video, please click the link up here in the top right hand corner to be able to check out that video that I posted when I was pregnant with my first kid, because I got a little bit more things for free in that video. So definitely check that out to see, you know, if some of those companies are around still free to get some free stuff from, but also just to compare, you know, free stuff from then until now. So I think the box was better last time, but I still think it's worth it for what you're paying or not paying, really, to get a bunch of these free things, because if you paid full price for, you know, the full size of these products, you'd be spending a lot more than just shipping. So going back through, we have the bib, we have a little beanie, we have some stretch mark cream and oil, we have a sampler of some diapers, we have the man bottle, we have a little passy sample, we have wash and shampoo cleansing gel, we have a diaper rash cream, we have a newborn hair and body wash, we have a Desitin diaper rash cream sample, a newborn lotion, we have another newborn lotion from Aveeno, we have water wipe sample pack, honest wipe sample pack, we have a liquid IV powder pack, and we have some Lancino breastfeeding supplies, we have the onesie from that sweet company in a sweet color, and then last but not least, you just have your coupons and gift cards and things like that they give you for those local brands, and your Enfamil card that you can use to get a discount on milk at the store. So that wraps up this video. If you stuck with me all the way to the end, thanks so much for watching and sticking until the end. I hope that you are having a great pregnancy. If you are pregnant, I hope that if you are newly postpartum or a little bit further into your postpartum journey, that you're actually doing so well. I actually hope that you're able to get your hands on a lot of free stuff. It's just fun to get things for free, in my opinion. So let me know in the comment section below what you're getting for free, especially if it differs from the things that I received in this video. I'll leave some of the links to some of these things in the description box so that you guys can go ahead and get your stuff as well. But also I'll leave information in the description box so you can know exactly how, you know, directions for how you get your hands on these things as well. So like I said, I'm 1 week postpartum. My newborn is doing so well. I'm doing so well. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.